A hush of summer heat seems to radiate from the canvas, as if the air itself were thick with golden afternoon light. In flaming June, the world narrows to a single moment of exquisite stillness. A young woman, surrendered to sleep, curled upon a marble bench. Her body, luminous and languid, is enveloped in a cascade of orange drapery that glows with the intensity of a midsummer sun. The vibrant fabric pools around her, its folds and creases echoing the undulations of a gentle tide. There is an intimacy here, a sense of private reverie, as if the viewer has stumbled upon a secret scene, one where time itself has paused to honor the serenity of rest. The psychological atmosphere is one of profound repose, yet beneath the surface there lingers a subtle tension. The woman's form is both relaxed and carefully arranged, her limbs drawn inwards, her head bowed so that her face is half hidden behind a raised arm. The softness of her sleep is palpable, yet the pose is so meticulously composed that it suggests a deeper layer of consciousness. A sleep that is not simply oblivion, but a state of suspended awareness. The marble bench beneath her is cool and unyielding, a contrast to the warmth and pliancy of her flesh. The faintest breeze seems to stir the hem of her dress, but nothing disturbs her slumber. The world beyond her closed eyelids is distant, muted, and the viewer is left to contemplate the fragile boundary between waking and dreaming. The emotional tension in Flaming June arises from this delicate equipoise. The figure is at once vulnerable and self-contained, exposed to the viewer's gaze yet utterly absorbed in her own world. The painting invites empathy, even as it maintains a classical detachment. The woman's serenity is tinged with melancholy, her sleep so deep it borders on the eternal. The atmosphere is suffused with warmth, but also with a quiet sense of transience, the fleeting perfection of a summer afternoon, the ephemeral beauty of youth and repose. Drawing closer, the viewer is struck by the harmonious balance of composition and color. The square format of the canvas encloses the scene with a sense of completeness, the figure's curved form echoing the gentle arc of the marble bench. The eye is irresistibly drawn to the vivid orange dress, which dominates the composition with its fiery brilliance. Leighton's use of color is both bold and nuanced. The dress shifts from deep, saturated amber at the shadows to pale, almost translucent gold where the light caresses the fabric. The folds and ruffles of the dress are rendered with extraordinary care, each brushstroke capturing the play of light and shadow, the tactile sensation of silk against skin. The woman's pose is central to the painting's impact, and it is here that Leighton's engagement with classical tradition becomes most evident. Art historian Andrew Graham Dixon has noted that her posture is loosely modeled on Michelangelo's statue of Night, found in the Medici tombs in Florence. This influence is visible in the way her body curls protectively around itself, her limbs arranged in a graceful serpentine line. The pose conveys both relaxation and a subtle tension, as if the body is caught between the yielding softness of sleep and the sculptural solidity of stone. Leighton's struggle to achieve this naturalistic yet idealized pose is documented in his preparatory sketches. He produced at least 4 studies exploring the position of the woman's limbs, particularly the right arm, which presented challenges in appearing both relaxed and anatomically plausible. Some of these sketches depict the figure nude, others draped, reflecting Leighton's belief that fidelity to nature could only be achieved by first understanding the body's underlying structure. The final composition achieves a remarkable synthesis of vulnerability and grace, the sleeping woman rendered with a lifelike immediacy that is nonetheless suffused with classical restraint. The interplay between the vibrant orange dress and the cool, solid marble bench is a masterclass in textural contrast. Leighton's handling of oil paint allows him to evoke the softness and fluidity of fabric, the subtle sheen of skin, and the polished surface of stone with equal facility. The dress, with its billowing folds and ruffled edges, seems almost to shimmer in the heat, its color echoing the warmth of the summer sun. The marble bench, by contrast, anchors the composition, its architectural details lending a sense of timelessness and stability. Beyond the sleeping figure, the background opens onto a tranquil seascape, painted in delicate blues and silvery reflections. The horizon is low, the sky pale and luminous, suggesting the languor of a summer afternoon by the Mediterranean. This serene setting provides a visual counterpoint to the intensity of the foreground, creating a sense of depth and atmosphere that extends beyond the confines of the canvas. To the right, a branch of oleander flowers introduces a note of naturalistic detail. Their pink blossoms and dark green leaves are rendered with botanical precision, yet their presence is not merely decorative. The oleander, known to be toxic, has been interpreted by some scholars as a symbol of the fragile boundary between sleep and death, a reminder that beauty and mortality are inextricably linked. While this interpretation is plausible, it remains speculative. There is no direct evidence that Leighton intended such symbolism, and the painting's primary focus remains on the harmonious arrangement of form and color. The composition is further enriched by subtle details: the delicate arch of the woman's foot, the gentle curl of her fingers, the way her hair spills in soft waves across her shoulder. Each element is carefully considered, contributing to the overall sense of unity and balance. The light, diffused and golden, bathes the scene in a gentle radiance, heightening the impression of warmth and repose. Turning to the artist himself, Sir Frederic Leighton was a leading figure in British art during the late 19th century. Born in 1830, Leighton was educated in Europe and deeply influenced by the art of the Italian Renaissance. His career was marked by a commitment to the ideals of academic painting, technical mastery, classical composition, and a pursuit of beauty for its own sake. Leighton's works often drew on mythological and allegorical themes, though Flaming June stands apart for its intimate focus on a single, contemporary figure. The painting represents a culmination of Leighton's artistic vision, combining the precision of draftsmanship with a sensuous use of color and a reverence for classical form. Leighton's position within the art establishment was significant. He served as president of the Royal Academy and was widely respected for his scholarship and leadership. Yet his adherence to academic principles placed him at odds with emerging modernist trends, and by the early 20th century, his work, like that of many Victorian artists, fell out of favor. Flaming June, completed in 1895, was among his final major works, and it encapsulates both the achievements and the limitations of his approach. The history of Flaming June after its creation is both fascinating and illustrative of changing tastes in art. Initially celebrated, the painting gradually faded from public view by the 1930s, as Victorian art lost its appeal amid shifting cultural currents. For several decades, the painting's whereabouts were uncertain, and it was not widely exhibited. In the 1960s, during a period when Victorian-era paintings were often undervalued, Flaming June resurfaced and was offered at auction. Despite its current renown, it failed to meet its modest reserve price of $140, a reflection of the era's limited appreciation for academic art. Shortly thereafter, the painting was acquired by the Museo de Arte de Ponce in Puerto Rico, where it became a highlight of the collection. Its rediscovery and subsequent recognition marked a turning point in the reassessment of Victorian art. and today, Flaming June is regarded as Leighton's masterpiece, emblematic of the period's highest achievements. In 2024, Flaming June returned to London for a retrospective exhibition at the Royal Academy of Art, allowing contemporary audiences to experience its beauty firsthand. Its journey from near obscurity to international acclaim underscores the shifting fortunes of art across time, as well as the enduring power of visual beauty to captivate and inspire. The question of symbolism in Flaming June has intrigued scholars and viewers alike. The presence of the oleander branch, with its association to toxicity, invites speculation about the themes of sleep and mortality. In classical and romantic art, sleep is often depicted as a metaphor for death, and the painting's tranquil mood may subtly allude to this tradition. However, there is little direct evidence in Leighton's writings to confirm such an intention. The painting's primary impact derives from its formal qualities, the harmonious arrangement of color, the idealized beauty of the figure, and the serene atmosphere. Leighton's focus appears to have been on achieving aesthetic perfection, rather than conveying a specific narrative or allegorical message. Flaming June endures as a testament to the power of painting to evoke mood, to capture a fleeting sensation, and to create a world that is both timeless and immediate. Its legacy lies in its ability to bridge the gap between the classical and the modern, the intimate and the monumental. The painting's luminous color, meticulous composition, and psychological depth continue to invite contemplation, reminding us of the enduring human fascination with beauty, rest, and the mysteries of the inner world.